So what went wrong for the Jets on 4th and 2? We'll get into it. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'm talking about the Jets' decision on 4th and 2 and what went wrong. Before we get into today's video, just wanted to mention you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the Just Jets podcast. And last but not least, this video is brought to you by LinkedIn. These days, it can be very hard to find and hire the right candidates for your small business. That's why LinkedIn Jobs made it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster. And guess what? It's for free. You can create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's most largest professional network of over 770 million people. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? You can post your job for free at linkedin.com/mo. That is linkedin.com/mo. Terms and conditions may apply. So want to know how I know times are getting better for the New York Jets? Because I can make a video that, one, I know people are going to care about, two, probably going to do well, and three, is actually about something about this game. Like, how many times during the week, not the preview or the recap, am I doing videos on more overarching themes on the team or looking for the future? And now this is my fourth season covering the Jets on YouTube full time, I guess. No, 2018 was split. I was still doing all New York sports then. 2019 was full Jets, 2020 full Jets, 2021. So this is my third full season doing Jets coverage. And I could probably count on one hand how many times I've made a reactionary video to something that happened in a game. And the reason behind it is because the Jets pretty much give you no reason to talk about those things. People only care when it matters, which right now it doesn't matter. We'll kind of get into that in a second here. But the point is, this team is trending in the right direction, which is what you should be taking away from this loss yesterday to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So let's get into this play. It's 4th and 2. The Jets have the ball at the Tampa Bay 7. There is 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. They are up by 4 points, 24-20. Now, you have a couple of different options here. Number one, you can kick the field goal. It's a chip shot with the ball at the 7-yard line. It's a chip shot field goal. You go up by 7, but you're giving Tom Brady the 2-minute warning and 2 minutes. So they didn't have any timeouts left. So the 2-minute warning would have counted as a timeout, so to speak. And he would have had time to march down the field and potentially tie the game. Now, if I were making the decision, I think I would have went to kick the field goal. But I don't hate the idea of going for it. I think if you want to be aggressive and go for the win, you're at the time 4-11. Okay, fine. The question was, why was that the play call? A quarterback sneak. After the game, we would later find out that there was a miscommunication. Right, so the Jets ran a quarterback sneak on 4th and 2. Obviously didn't pick up the first down for a few reasons. Number one, on 4th and inches, sure, you could run a quarterback sneak. That would make sense. You just fall forward, pick up the first down. But against this front, like, that's the strength of that defensive line. Vita Vea, Steve McClendon, and Ndamukong Suh. They have bodies up front on that defensive line, and they are a good defense and a very good coach defense, as we know. Todd Bowles, probably not head coaching material, but a damn good defensive coordinator. We could say that much. And logically, a quarterback sneak didn't make sense. But after the game, we found out that the real play was going to be the end around to Braxton Berrios, but there was an option for the quarterback sneak in the playbook, right? There was obviously miscommunication from the coaches who were anticipating Zach Wilson to hand the ball off, and Zach, who said, hey, I have this option. I'm going to take the option to go for it and quarterback sneak it. Obviously, that was a mistake. That was a rookie mistake with a rookie head coach, a rookie play caller, and a rookie quarterback. You can live with that. And yeah, if Braxton Berrios gets the ball, watching the replay back, he probably picks up the first down and the game is over, which is frustrating. That would have been a nice win to have, but I'd almost rather get these mistakes, because that's what it was. It wasn't like, hey, we are just inept and we think this is a good idea. It was a mistake. And I'd rather get these mistakes out of the way now when you're at the time, like I said, 4-11, and not next year when these games and these losses would matter, right? Because the expectation for next year should be this team needs to be playing competitive football in December, right? They need to be fighting for a playoff spot. And I know that's a big ask to go from probably a 4-win team to a playoff team, and maybe they don't even have to make the playoffs. But could they be at this time next year, instead of 4-11, 8-7, right? Hover around 500. Again, just be competitive, be in the hunt, be in the conversation. I would rather you make these kinds of mistakes now when it doesn't matter, right? And that's why I wasn't upset about the win over Jacksonville, right? When some people's like, oh, you're trying to lose games, improve your draft stock. Well, we can go back to that conversation now because it's still relevant. You have your quarterback, you have your future. In 2020, you knew that the writing was on the wall. Adam Gase was gone. Sam Darnold wasn't going to be the quarterback of the future on this team. You were tanking for or trying for a top pick so you could land either Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields. Those are legitimate quarterback prospects, right? And we're the top 3 picks, and Justin Fields went later, but that's a whole nother conversation that we get into another time, even if you want. But the point is, they have the coach and quarterback in place that they want to build with, right? There's a future there, you would hope and think. So if they win a game where they look good and the youth looks good, fine, so be it. But if they make mistakes and learn from it, that's also fine. And that's also so be it, which is kind of where I'm at, because look, the Jets played a significantly better game than anyone was anticipating that they would play against Tampa Bay. Sure, at the end of the day, the defense folded, which was anticipated, but it's a minor miracle that they held Tampa Bay to under 30 points. The offense played well. And do we have to go down the list? I mean, the rookie quarterback looked really good. This is probably his best complete game that he's played. And he was without his center. Left tackle left during the game, so you're on your 3rd string left tackle, or really 4th string left tackle, I guess, if you want to include Connor McDermott. So 3rd or 4th string tackle. No number 1 receiver, no number 2 receiver, no number 3 receiver. Your best receiver was Braxton Berrios, who, yeah, I want to bring Braxton Berrios back, but he's probably, your core kick and punt returner and your 4th receiver. Which, again, I like Braxton, but when Braxton was the only one who can catch the ball, that made it a little difficult. Keelan Cole, huge drop. Jeff Smith, huge drop. Montgomery, oh my God, he's playing meaningful snaps. But we had our answer in the postgame. This is what Robert Saleh said about the play calling. We did a very poor job as a coaching staff communicating that in the huddle. Zach executed the playbook as it's designed. Miscommunication. It was a mistake. I could live with mistakes now. This is what Braxton Berrios had to say on it. Obviously, I fully trust two, meaning Zach Wilson, and whatever he does and whatever decision he makes, he sees the game through a different lens than I do. If he makes that call, I'm riding with that call. So number one, it shows me that, hey, okay, hand up, we made a mistake. Robert Saleh is saying that's on us, that's on the coaching. And Braxton is saying, look, Zach's our guy. We're going to ride with Zach. I mean, that tells me at least what I want to hear. That sounds like a good thing to me. And again, in a perfect world, the Jets win that game. It would have been really nice to beat Tampa Bay. That would have been a statement win. But am I crying that they lost the game? Am I going to lose sleep, or did I lose sleep over the Jets loss to Tampa Bay? No. I could say, hey, my rookie quarterback played probably his best complete game against a really good defense and went toe-to-toe with the best quarterback of all time. I'll take it. What are we doing? And again, yeah, I would have liked to win, but it's it's a little bit much, some of the overreaction. So I just wanted to go through and what went wrong. And yeah, it's frustrating that the fourth down play didn't work out, but it was clearly just a miscommunication. That can't happen again, but you learn from it. And I'm glad it happened this year rather than games when they're, trying to win and hopefully fighting for a playoff spot. So that's going to do it for me. Let me know in the comments below or on social media what your take was from the game or that play or whatever I just talked about here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.